Hi, I'm Erickson Boswell, and I'm going to show you how to get Swarm64 DA-accelerated Postgres up and running on an R5D instance through AWS Marketplace. So I start with a search for Swarm64 in the Marketplace. I click on the Swarm64 DA product. I leave the instance type set at the default and click Continue to subscribe. On this page, you may have to accept the EULA to continue if you haven't done so already. If so, read the EULA, click Accept Terms to agree, and then click Continue to Configuration. To configure the software, I leave all the defaults except for region, which I changed to island because that's where all my other AWS resources are hosted. You may want to select a region more convenient for your own needs. Next, I click Continue to launch. On this page, AWS Marketplace gives us a number of launch options. I choose Launch through EC2 because that gives us more storage configuration options, which you'll see later. So select this and click Launch. On the EC2 console launch instance page, the first thing we have to do is choose the AWS instance type. I filter by memory optimized instances since the R5D instance types supported by Swarm64 DA fall into this category. For this demo, I select the R5D 12x large since that's the recommended instance type. I then click Configure Instance Details. On this page, I leave the defaults and click Add Storage. Now we come to the storage page, which is the reason we recommend launching through the EC2 console, as the options here are not available through the Marketplace website. You can set the amount of storage provisioned for your database. The default is 200 gigabytes. Other configurable items include the root volume for the OS and the ephemeral disks, which are the instance local SSDs mounted as NVMEs and used for caching access to the EBS storage. It's important not to change the EBS mount point because Swarm64 DA relies on the storage device being found at dev SDB. For the purpose of this demo, I'm leaving the defaults, so I just click Add Tags. Here, we can add a tag to identify the instance. I add a meaningful name in the tag field and click Configure Security Group to continue. In the final configuration page, we need to pick a security group. This determines which IP addresses are allowed to access the virtual private cloud in which your instances reside. I click a group I've already created, and this allows access from the IP addresses of the Swarm64 office. On this page, we see an overview of the instance ready for launch with all the settings. You can just go ahead and click Launch here. Then, AWS asks us to select a private and public key pair. What it will do is copy the public key to the instance so that anyone who has access to the private key can connect to the instance via SSH. I pick a pair I've already created and apply it to the instance I'm launching. Here we see the launch status page. I click on the link to see the launch instance in the AWS console. Once the instance is spun up, you can connect to it and experience Swarm64 DA-accelerated Postgres performance. To begin, simply SSH into the instance and log into Postgres. I logged in as Ubuntu. If you need data to play with, you can use Swarm64's TPC toolkit, which you can automatically install by running the benchmark toolkit installer script. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have questions for us, or if you need support, please contact us at swarm64.com.